Do you know who's the best comedian in the world? The funniest man on earth? That will be Elon Musk's father, Errol Musk. This man actually said that South Africans were not oppressed during apartheid. As a matter of fact, Europeans gave us jobs. They also fed us. They fed us so much that we were a few population before the Europeans go to Africa, and after they fed us, we became many, from 800 to 50 million individuals in population.
You see, if you take South Africa, we have a small white population that projects the European culture, or what we learned from Europe.
And oppressed millions of black people.
No.
For decades.
How do you oppress? We gave them work, we fed them. They grew from a tiny little group into a massive group. That's not oppression, that's feeding them. Do you understand? You only grow big if you get fed. You only start at 800 and become 50 million if you get fed. We fed them, for crying out loud. Enough with this nonsense.
Errol Musk is just an example of what these guys mostly think about us. They don't think we were oppressed or invaded. As a matter of fact, it's sort of like a lie that they need to tell themselves so that they can hold on to power. That is the only way. If they become sorry and apologize, they would have to give us everything that they took. That's the way it is. So they have to remain arrogant and remain with the lie that they never oppressed Africans. As a matter of fact, apartheid made South Africa much better than it would have been if there was no European intervention. So imagine that kind of sadistic thinking.
Enough with this nonsense.
But so you understand, because the black population was so oppressed under apartheid.
Well, we never saw this oppression you're talking about.
You never saw it.
No, I never saw it.
Yeah, but because you're white.
Some people might say that we need to deplatform people like Errol Musk, but I don't think that's necessary. We need to have different ideas, as this course goes on. You don't have to go with the same ideas. So people like Errol Musk are showing us the full mask off. We actually know how these people think, so that we know how to combat the lies in the future, because you already know that distorting history, and even in the future they will be doing the same thing, so our kids will have to deal with the same lies. So we rather know how to deal with them early, because if they hide, we will not know how they think. So at the end of the day, it's a good thing that this guy is free. He's telling us that apartheid was beneficial to him. Of course, it wasn't beneficial to us. So it was a net positive for him, but not for the rest of us. So we need to know how they think.